Happy New Year, or as I like to call it, the season of financial gaslighting. Every January, we are bombarded with a new year, new you messages that basically tell us that we're broken, our bank accounts are a mess, and that we need to outsource our entire lives to a spreadsheet. But here's the truth, the one that most people in the mortgage and the finance world won't tell you. You are not broken. You don't need a more complicated budget. You need financial self-trust. And so let's think about it. We've all been conditioned to believe what the experts, people in suits who don't know your name or your heart, know more about your money than you do. And we've been taught to outsource our biggest life decisions to people who didn't build our dreams. And today we're going to stop all of that. We're hitting the easy button on your money confidence. So I'm Jax Crider, founder of PBJ Mortgage, and I'm here to help you start your year in total alignment, not just with your numbers, but with yourself. And so let's talk for a minute about what is financial self-trust. What really does that look like? And for most people think that financial trust is their credit score. They think that if they hit a certain figure, 740, 800, that they've made it. But I've seen people with 800 credit scores who are absolutely paralyzed by fear. I've seen moms with shaky records walk into their dreams homes with total confidence because they trusted their own readiness and their own ability to know their own mind. So financial self-trust is the promises that you are going to keep to yourself. It's the gut feeling, the one I call my sacral authority, that tells you when a move is right or it's just noise. And let's be real, there's a lot of noise in 2026. So when I bought my first home at 22, I didn't have a massive savings account. And I had a lot of people that told me that I should just go ahead and wait, that I really wasn't quite there yet. But the truth is I trusted my gut, and the equity built the foundation of my life. If I had listened to the experts who didn't know my drive, who didn't understand what I wanted, who didn't understand where I was trying to head in life, I'd still be waiting for the perfect market. And spoiler alert, the perfect market is a myth. The right time is when you are truly aligned, because the market is going to rise and fall depending on what is going on, and there is no such thing as catching the perfect market. So what are some habits that we can build to create this trust, right? Let's talk about a couple of those. So habit 1, stop asking for permission. So we have got to stop asking from permission for people who didn't build your dream. And we do this constantly. We ask our parents, we ask our friends, some random guy on a podcast said that we shouldn't do something, we should not buy a house, or we should not invest. There was a mom's group we're a part of, and they said that this was the worst time in 50 years to buy a house. They're not living your life. And your mortgage should be on your terms, and your finances should be too. And at PBJ, we're trying to make it really simple, like making a sandwich, because we want to make sure that you have the right ingredients for your values, and the rest is just logistics, right? So if you are trying to buy that house, that you actually understand. And if you're not quite there yet, you haven't hit that mark either, that's okay.
Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Imagine having the power to control your financial destiny, no matter where you start. Welcome to the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform, where financial education is tailored to your unique journey. We cover everything you need, from basic budgeting and saving strategies to advanced investing and retirement planning. Learn at your own pace with lessons that match your level of experience. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your financial knowledge, join our community of learners and benefit from shared insights and expert guidance. The Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform equips you with the skills and confidence to take charge of your financial future. Ready to master your finances? Enroll in our courses today at the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform. Start your path to financial independence now.
Visit us at fms.tips and fms.college for more information.
Hello and welcome to PBJ Mortgage, where your home ownership dreams become reality. Today, we want to share why choosing PBJ Mortgage is the right choice for your home financing needs. At PBJ Mortgage, we're built on a foundation of values that drive us every day. Our commitment to educate, empathize, and empower our clients sets us apart in the mortgage industry. Our clients are at the heart of everything we do, and their success stories speak volumes. With years of experience, our team possesses in-depth knowledge of the mortgage programs, ensuring you receive expert guidance and the best possible rates. We offer a diverse range of loan options to suit your unique needs, including conventional, FHA, VA, and more. No matter your situation, we've got a solution. At PBJ Mortgage, we pride ourselves on providing personalized service. Our dedicated loan officers are here to guide you every step of the way, making the process as smooth as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We understand that time is of the essence, which is why we've streamlined our processes for efficiency and convenience. Transparency and clear communication are paramount. You'll always know where you stand throughout your mortgage journey. Reach out to us today to set up a call to discover your options. If you're ready to make your home ownership dreams a reality, contact PBJ Mortgage today. Let us empower you during this exciting journey. Phone number 4693733 107 www.pbjteam.com. Visit our website or give us a call to get started. We look forward to helping you secure your future home. PBJ Mortgage, where home begins.
Thanks for your patience.
So habit 2, let's talk about the master why behind the what. So I wrote a book called Mortgage 101, The Secret Sauce to Home Buying. And in my book, Mortgage 101, The Secret Sauce to Home Buying, I don't just tell you submit a W-2. I tell you why the lender actually needs it. And trust is built on transparency. If you don't understand why you're doing something, you will never trust the process. So habit 2 is refusing to do anything financially until you understand the why. Not jargon and not gatekeeping. You want to make sure that whoever you're dealing with in the financial space, whether that be lenders like in the mortgage space like I'm in, or financial planning, etc., they've got to be able to explain it to you in plain English. And if they can't explain a way that resonates with you, that makes sense to you, then you should get rid of them. Because the truth is that yes, they may be the expert on how logistically this financial thing works, but that doesn't make them the expert on your life. And so you want to ensure that you are not outsourcing your power to somebody who hasn't been able to explain to you what this looks like and how it affects your life. So let's talk about habit 3, consolidate your focus and your accounts. So I will tell you that complexity is the enemy of trust. And I had a client, Sarah, who when we were doing her mortgage, she had like 15 different bank accounts. She was a genius at spreadsheets, but she was freaking exhausted. And every time we needed a document on the mortgage side, which unfortunately is quite lengthy and quite often, it was like a disaster. It was a logistical nightmare. So habit 3 is going to be simplifying. Park your funds in a couple of places that you feel like really works for what you're looking for long term, and then minimize the movement. When things are simple, they are more manageable, and it is not as scary of a situation. And so when they're manageable, you trust yourself to lead and you trust yourself to be able to handle the situation, the scenario. And so we have got to ensure that when you're making these decisions, that we're making them out of that place of trust. And so that simplification process will really help you in so many ways to just allow yourself that financial trust. So let's talk about habit 4, which is kind of the worst case scenario audit. Now, I will say that there is a lot of fear of the unknown, and that is what keeps people up at night. And oftentimes we do go a little too deep into that fear because there is a lot of noise and there's a lot of uncertainty, but we build trust by staring the monster in the face. And so we have to build a financial situation that is going to make sense and is going to not necessarily go by best case scenario and set us up for failure. So like for instance, when we're on the mortgage side and we're doing that pre-approval, we're not just trying to give you the best case scenario, the best case of raise and the best case of like what you qualify for. We're kind of trying to look at like what the worst case would be. And so that way we can trust that when we handle the high road and if the road gets easier, we've already won. We know we're in a good spot. And so when we move forward, we're moving forward with confidence, knowing that regardless of what happens when the scenario rides, that we know our numbers and that we know what the market looks like. And so that that noise doesn't shake you and really stress you out. Now, I will say as a caveat, this doesn't mean that we go down all the doom and gloom situations that so often are a part of our culture and our society, right? Worst case scenario doesn't mean that we blow it so far out and we freak out so much that we haven't allowed ourselves to trust in our gut. Okay. What it means is that we're using good, sound logic to make well-based decisions. And that is what we need. We need good information. We need the trust in ourselves to be able to fuel us forward. And so now let's talk about habit 5, which is auditing your money origin story. And we're going to dive deeper into this as weeks go on. But for now, I want you to recognize the scripts that are running inside of your head. Did you grow up hearing, "We can't afford that"? That isn't your truth. It's a script that you inherited, something that is playing in your mind over and over again because of the wiring from childhood. So habit 5 is that we need to identify one money lie that you were told, and we need to replace it with an aligned truth, because you deserve wealth. You deserve to own a home if that is what your aim is. You are powerful beyond measure, but you are not going to believe that until you start rewiring and reprogramming some of that crap that is happening inside your head and inside of your heart. So how does that apply to the mortgage side? Obviously, we've been talking about money in a broader sense. We made a couple correlations to mortgage, but how do we relate this to mortgage specifically? Simple. Most people wait to apply for a mortgage until they find everything is perfect, the perfect house. And the truth is that is the perfect recipe for a panic attack. We're not trusting ourselves at all with some of these big decisions, or we're not trusting ourselves to wait when that is the answer. So if you want to build financial self-trust, you need to start the process before you actually need it. When you're kind of feeling those things popping up inside of you that are saying, hey, let's kind of figure out where we're at. What does this look like? Let's get our financial snapshot ready. Let's determine what might make the most sense when it comes to a mortgage. And you need to find an expert that is going to guide you and treat you like a human, who isn't going to be making the decisions for you, that you're not just some file number, that you are getting pre-approved not just to buy a house, but to prove to yourself that you are ready, that you have trust in yourself, and that this is an aligned choice. Because the goal and the aim when you're looking to make this very large financial purchase isn't fear, where, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm forced to buy this house and so I must buy it. And it's also not a situation where you want to not make the decision because you're so terrified it's going to be the wrong one. Because sometimes we do have to just trust that this is a dream and a goal that we have, and we need to step into it and know that the rest is just going to come. And so who you work with matters so huge here. I can't stress it. You need a partner who values your education over their commission. And this year, we aren't just going to be closing loans. We are building legacies. We're building a legacy of trust, allowing you to really hone in and know exactly what you want. And so if you are ready to stop second guessing, if you're ready to start trusting your own financial instincts, I really would love for you to do 2 simple things. 1, you can download your free copy of Mortgage 101, The Secret Sauce to Home Buying. It is truly the secret sauce that takes the mystery out of the process. It will answer so many questions that you may have to give you a really good understanding of what that looks like. And then don't be scared to book a call with our team. We want to look at your unique situation and create a strategy that actually makes sense for your terms. And if you feel like maybe owning a home, we're not quite there yet, but I would love to just get some information. That book is a great place to start. You can get on a list with us and get information about what this process looks like. You can reach out to us and ask for other partners that we're aligned with that can help you reach your goals in the way that you want to. And so we would love to be in this journey. So let's make this year a simple, aligned, and empowering experience. And so I can't wait for you to continue on this journey with us as we go through the year, trying to simplify your life and make your finances the way you would like them to be.